Welcome to an episode of Savage Cat. Here with me, Suppoman, your superhero cryptocurrency expert, and Millie, your superhero cryptocurrency cat. In today's video, we are going to be looking at what are the top 5 criteria that decides what makes a good long-term cryptocurrency. Okay, we're going to be looking at the top 5 because in this market, where we now see the prices going right up. I mean, somebody said it in my comments yesterday that this is one of the few niches where you can make a YouTube video and it can be outdated by the time it's uploaded. And it was very true because what happened not long after, and I knew this would happen because prices were still quite incredible at the time of recording and even when the market started to recover yesterday. Okay, so I knew this was a time to jump on cryptocurrencies before the market cap went up. Loads of people were investing in cryptocurrencies again. The values went up and again. So I knew this was good. That time was probably the last time during this China bans ICOs dip that we got. Massive dip. I call it a crash because it did send a load of cryptocurrencies completely down a spiral of loss. So what we've got today is we've got cryptocurrencies now back in the green. There's hardly any red, and ironically, most of the red that you see is NEO, where NEO was green yesterday where everything else was red. Hilarious. 10x is still languishing under $3, which is very, very weird. But 10x is an example of a long-term cryptocurrency that satisfies most of the criteria that I am going to go through. Now, I'm not going to spoil the big finish, but essentially, if you can satisfy most, if not all, of this criteria, then you are on to a winner. You are on to a huge winner, especially if you get it at a great price, which over the last couple of days, cryptocurrencies were, including my number one choice. Okay, but I just wanted to bring you an update just quickly. Binance basically issued this statement around about half an hour ago, which is where they said, and Binance, an up-and-coming cryptocurrency exchange, okay, and they've recently said that in accordance with the recent notice from China's, the People's Bank of China, we are making the following adjustments. Now, the most significant one is that you won't be able to trade these following tokens. And Yo-Yo was one of the ones that, people were hyping up about the other day. It was up at 10 cents. And now today, it is down to 2 cents. Another one, Bytem. This has also tanked. And another one is Binance Coin itself, because actually what happened is that there were rumors that Binance Coin was actually going to be delisted. And look at this parabolic growth, which is essentially where you've got almost symmetrical upwards and downwards growth and decline. Okay, so look at what's happened to Binance Coin. So although the other day it went right down, it actually did go up a little bit and now it's gone right down again. Okay, but they haven't delisted this one, but it has gone right down. But Binance, you can almost see the effect Binance is already having on the market because everybody knows what's going on. And these cryptocurrencies are now absolutely tanking. So it just gives you an indication of the influence Binance has. Now, the great thing about this is that they are going to be basically adding the five coins that were the most popular 5 coins in their most recent vote. Okay, and so why this is good is because in this course, the number one cryptocurrency long-term investment opportunity 2017, this coin is one of them. Okay, so I basically, in this whole course, I tell you about a cryptocurrency that satisfies so many of the boxes that you look for when you are looking for a long-term cryptocurrency to invest in. Okay, now, this cryptocurrency has flown under the radar now for so long, and the reason why is because it's been on a minor exchange. Okay, and as a result, nobody really knows about it. But the people who do find out about it really love it, and hence the price has just been going up and up and up, and you can't really stop it. It's now got a very healthy support line. It doesn't go below that support line. Okay, so it's really quite a magnificent coin, and still highly undervalued, still well under $1, and poised to now leap up in value. Okay, now basically you've just seen what's happened as a result of these cryptocurrencies being delisted. Now what I'm telling you is that the coin that's listed in here is one of the top 5 that most popular in their most recent vote, of which they had about 15 to 20 cryptocurrencies. Verge was one of them, Stratus was one of them, Omis Go was one of them. There are a load of power coins in there, and yet this one was right at the top and ahead of the ones that you would have thought would be at the top. Okay, so just goes to show that when people actually see what this coin is, they are heavily behind it. And it's about, I don't know how imminently, but this is going to be listed on Binance. So as a result of that, this is a time to get involved in this cryptocurrency for the long term. Okay, now I want to make it very clear, this is not a short-term coin. Okay, only idiots get involved in this for the short term, because although there is short-term growth to be made on it, the long term far outweighs the potential return for the long term. Okay, so this is a definite long-term cryptocurrency. This course is normally $200. I'm allowing you to get it basically at $10 via the link in the description. So anyway, that is state of play at the moment. So let's go on to these top 5 criteria. So what is the top 5 criteria for investing in a long-term cryptocurrency? What cryptocurrencies are more likely to gain tremendously in value over other coins? Okay, this is the criteria that will separate the great from the good. Okay, so at number 5 is active community. Okay, so essentially speaking, I look at cryptocurrencies like I look at celebrities. Okay, now if there's a celebrity you want to follow, if you go and have a look on their Instagram or on their Twitter, the good hot celebrities right now have millions of followers. Okay, millions of people that are essentially keeping their social currency very high. Okay, so they've got high social proof, which means that they've got a broad appeal. Okay. Active community is essentially the same thing for cryptocurrency. Okay, if you've got an active community, a big active community, they're essentially propping up the coin, they're essentially talking about it, spreading news about it, telling people about the features, then you've got a really good long-term potential coin, because you know that when the price goes down, there's always going to be a community behind it saying why people shouldn't, take their investment out. Okay, so for instance, with Digibyte, when, the whole Minecraft and Citibank competition thing fell through at the beginning of June, there was no one around saying, oh, this is why you should stay with Digibyte and all that. There were definitely the people who, like to hype up coins because they own the coin and they like to hype it, but it's empty. Okay, it's like, oh, don't get rid of your Digibyte. It is definitely going to be worth $5 in the future, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there were the people saying that, but there wasn't an active community actually getting behind the coin and saying, no, this is why, this is a great coin, blah, blah, blah. So they didn't have the foundations. They didn't have, like if you imagine a castle on top of a moat, okay, the moat holds up the castle. It basically didn't have the moat. So essentially it was on the ground and easy to attack. All right, and easy basically for people to just take their money out and rinse that cryptocurrency. So an active community is great for holding the value, ensuring that the cryptocurrency holds its value. Is also really good to attract new fans, new people into the community, and it's also good to have a friendly and vibrant community that aren't just spreading FUD, that aren't just making empty, predictions and saying, oh yeah, this to the moon, blah, 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 blah. None of that crap. You've actually got an intelligent community. Now, active community is really important if a coin has a chance of thriving. And sometimes community can help a coin, even if it's an absolutely crap coin. Look at Chaincoin. Okay, now that did burn a lot of people, but you've got to have a look at the fact that had community, and community essentially made it increase in value by 100 times. It wasn't the coin necessarily. The coin, yeah, had a masternode, but it was really the community. Now, unfortunately, that community collapsed, but if you've got a very good community that are believing in the coin, not believing in, any kind of movement. Oh yeah, let's just try and get this coin really high up because we'll stand to gain money. No, and a community that strongly believe in the coin and its values and its vision, then you have got the potential for an incredible coin because you've got the basis there to enable the coin to grow. And essentially, it's like having a really hot celebrity within your portfolio. Rewards and dividends. Okay, so masternodes are really good coins to earn passive income. Okay, so masternodes, so it's not necessarily just masternodes, but masternodes are an example of a coin that if you have a certain amount of coins, you get a percentage of the transactions on the blockchain, which means that you make tens of thousands a month with the really popular ones. So Dash, for instance, now it cost over $300,000 to have a masternode, whereas 8 months ago it was 10,000. Okay, so now it costs you 365,000 to have a masternode, but you make about $10,000 a month with that masternode. So basically by holding the coins and being able to get rewards on them is a really good way of a coin keeping its holders. Okay, so you hear it a lot in cryptocurrency. People go, hodl, 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 hodl. That's all they bloody say, right? But a lot of the time, people can't hold all, okay? At the first sign of trouble, they're selling, okay? And so people are all fine and good shouting it, but the first sign of trouble, they sell it. Or when it goes up really high, they sell it, okay? So that is junk, okay? But with rewards and dividends, you've actually got a motivation to keep it. You've actually got a reason why holding it is more valuable than selling it because you're getting passive income. And like, for instance, with Steam, okay, if you post on Steam, you get rewards. With the number one cryptocurrency that I speak about, there's a reward system. So essentially, rewards and dividends ensure people hold on to the coins rather than sell them at the earliest opportunity, whether it's a sign of trouble or whether it's a sign of incredible things that are happening or an announcement's been made and all of a sudden it goes up in value. People will hold them because they are making money as a result of holding them. A bit like Neo and getting gas. Number 3 is having at least one superstar team member or advisor. Okay, now the one that everybody always looks for when they're looking at an ICO is Vitalik from Ethereum. Okay, the Ethereum founder. Okay, everybody's looking for his name, and basically, if his name is attached to anything, it's gold. It's sold out. It's oversubscribed. It'll sell out in seconds. So when you've got a superstar team member like that, I mean, he is like royalty in cryptocurrency. Okay, so that is a reason why when his name's attached to anything, it will basically just go off the shelves. Okay, but at the very least, if you've got somebody who is a superstar within the niche that the coin seeks to operate in, that's gold. Okay, so Manetha sold out in minutes, and the reason why is because they had a guy from PayPal as their payments lead within the team. Okay, so they were looking to create a PayPal meets Trustpilot. Okay, so you can pay easy with the mobile app, and you can also rate vendors, rate sellers, rate merchants, okay, rate buyers. So with that feedback system, they also had somebody from the trust from the trust field. Okay, so they had 2 superstar team members within the niches that they were looking to dominate, hence why it was just oversubscribed. Okay, so if you look in the team and you've actually got somebody who has really good knowledge, like expert knowledge, and has worked for a big company, this is golden. Number 2, uniqueness. Okay, so basically, this cryptocurrency platform, the platform behind the cryptocurrency, should have none or little competition. Okay, now one of the reasons why Digibyte fails is because now people say, oh, Digibyte works a lot better, faster, more efficient than Bitcoin. Why aren't people investing in Digibyte if it's so much faster and better than the number one cryptocurrency, Bitcoin? Well, because Digibyte is not unique, okay? It does the same bloody thing. And the thing is that a load of cryptocurrencies are clones of another, okay? So, when I read through white papers and when people say, oh, what do you think of this coin? What do you think of that coin? I have a brief look at what that coin is. And then I just think to myself, seen it before, seen it before, seen it before. Yeah, boring, seen it before. Pass, I'm out. You know what I mean? So basically, if you've got a cryptocurrency that is the same as all other cryptocurrencies, it's not unique. Okay, so therefore, it doesn't really have a chance to stand out. If you have a cryptocurrency that is truly unique in its vision, if it's truly unique in the platform that's being created, that's gold. That is one of the reasons why Iconomy or Iconomy, whatever, however you bloody pronounce it, I call it Iconomy and I always will. Anyway, so one of the reasons why Iconomy is so super valuable is because it was anyway unique. Now, where that comes down is there's now hedge fund competition emerging, and this is stunting the growth of Iconomy. But if you've got a unique value proposition, okay, you offer essentially something no one else offers, then you've got a real good chance of dominating. It's basically first mover advantage, okay? So, for instance, Facebook, okay? Now, it wasn't the only social network at the time, but it was the first real college-based one. And as a result of that, it just grew very quickly. It was first mover advantage. Same with Twitter, with 140 characters. Same with Snapchat, disappearing messages. Same with Instagram, where you have a filters app. They were first movers, and as a result, anybody else who creates a app very similar is just a bloody clone. It's just it's the same as Instagram. Why would I get an Instagram clone when I got Instagram? And so a lot of the people that, I remember when I was working in the app business, and basically you could buy a clone of this and give it a different name and make it do a few different things. Maybe instead of having like, you have favorite, or instead of having comment, you have opinion or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So basically, people were making minor changes, but essentially it was the same blooming thing. And nothing has been a competitor to Instagram. Okay, so there we are. So if you're unique, you've got first mover advantage. That means you can dominate the market before anybody else has a chance to. And that is something you should definitely look for. If there's none or virtually insignificant competition, that is basically gold, okay, because you've got the chance to jump on this coin because it's got first mover advantage. So uniqueness is really, really important, and especially when there are 800, 900 cryptocurrencies out there, you've got to have something that's different from the rest. So what is the number one criteria for deciding whether a cryptocurrency has long-term potential? Number one is it solves a problem, and ideally a big one. Okay, now, if there is a problem that exists out there, essentially, this is why most companies that are the market leaders in their field are the market leaders in their field. It's because they solve a problem and people need them. Okay, now, in Quora, if you go to Quora, I see this question all the time. What's the easiest way to make $1 billion in a year? What's the easiest way to, get 1 million users of my app or whatever, right? That is the most common question I see on Quora, right? And the best answer, which everybody always gives and gets the most upvotes, is find a problem where 1 million people are affected and charge $1. Okay, and there you go. That's how you get your $1 million. Or find a problem that affects 1 million people and have an app be a solution for it. If you've got that, you can basically create the success. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, the answer is to find a solution to the problem and identifying a problem that actually has scale, a lot of scale. If it's a problem for 5-10 people in the market, then there's very little point. There's very little scale that your coin or platform can achieve, because if you've got 5 to 10 customers, what's the bloody point? And the rest of them will just be perceived value, won't be actually solving a pain. But if you have got something that affects millions of people, essentially that is the golden ticket. That's number one. If you've got the solution to so many people's problems and so many people. Let's use let's use basically a problem at the moment for lots of people: cancer. All right, cancer is something that everybody in the world wants rid of. Okay, everybody invests tons of, give to cancer research, gives to cancer charities. Everybody wants the end of cancer. Nobody wants their family member to be affected by cancer, or friends. Okay, and so people want rid of cancer. That is a massive issue. Now, if there's something that can solve, a medicine or something that solves cancer that you can take, that will be the world's best drug. That'll be the world's best solution. Everybody will want it and everybody will have it to make sure they don't get cancer. That is a problem of terrific scale and a really bad problem, because everybody wants to solve it and everybody just wants the answer. Okay, there's tons of cancers, but basically, you get the point. People want to stop cancer. Okay, if there was a solution to that, there's so much scale and nobody has really come up with solutions. Okay, all the time there's different methods being, tried. There are people who are being cured every day with these new methods, but there's not just, one solution. Right, we have found the cure for cancer. Okay, there's not been one solution, but when that happens, then everybody is going to want that cure. All right, now the problem, if there's a big problem that a cryptocurrency can solve, man, that is ambrosia. That is incredible. Okay, now, this is the big one. This supersedes all the others. Now, if you have an active community, if you've got rewards, if you've got uniqueness, if you've got a superstar team member in conjunction with solving a problem, my goodness, have you got the best ever coin. And that is essentially what you have got with this coin. This coin, as I have said countless times, solves the biggest problem in cryptocurrency right now. And if you know what that problem is, then finding this coin shouldn't be a problem. But to be honest, right, this is talking honestly, okay, this cryptocurrency, this is why I got heavily involved and invested 90% now of my portfolio into this coin. I've sold a lot of coins and invested them into this coin, okay, because I am so super confident of the value that it gives, okay? I'm so super confident that because it's got a solution to the biggest pain in cryptocurrency, and because the scale is so big and is going to continue to get big as cryptocurrency becomes more and more popular, if the last week has proved anything, it's that there's a lot of money in cryptocurrency right now and a lot of investors and a lot of people entering the game. If you look at where cryptocurrency was 2 months ago and where it is now, that is an indication of what has happened to the game. People are coming every day. And essentially, you need this solution so that the people that come into cryptocurrency every day could just do cryptocurrency trading and investing easier and not have a problem with storing coins and all that kind of thing. Okay, so this is the solution to the biggest pain in cryptocurrency. This cryptocurrency is unique. There is no significant competition for this coin. This coin stands out. And although there have been people that have said, Superman, isn't this coin, isn't that coin a competitor? No, they're not competitors. They're roughly similar, but what this offers is what no one else offers. Okay, there's similarities. People say, oh, we want to offer this, we want to offer that, but it doesn't even come close to the value proposition of this. So not only is it solving the biggest pain, it's also unique in solving it, which means it's got first mover advantage. Okay, this is why it's approached $1 without even being on a decent exchange. Okay, this is why, completely why. It's got superstar team members. Okay, it's got essentially the founder behind it is one of the future bright minds in cryptocurrency. Without a doubt, this guy is potentially the next Vitalik, not that guy who founded Tron, which is a bunch of junk, to be honest, and it's just hype. This is actual fact. The guy behind this is basically, I can't tell you too much because actually I'll give the game away, but the guy behind this and this team behind it are basically able to bring this vision to life. Okay, it also has a reward system. So essentially speaking, by being a holder of this coin, you are entitled to rewards. Okay, by being a holder, you are able to participate in the reward system, which you can't if you're not a holder. Okay, and then lastly, the community. Oh my goodness, if they didn't have a community, which essentially I have built a big community behind this cryptocurrency. If that wasn't there, then what would happen is that this coin would never have been able to be in the top 5 coins scheduled to be listed on Binance. Okay, so essentially speaking, without an active community, this coin would have gotten nowhere. And I've helped build the community because it's gone under the radar. Not many people know about it. And so only the few that have taken this course know what the coin is, believe in it, and have joined the community that I have built. Okay, so essentially it satisfies all 5 of the criteria of long-term cryptocurrency. So you can apply that criteria to any coin. You know, you can have a look on CoinMarketCap. If you're looking for a new coin, you can apply it. You can apply this criteria. You look through the coins, you look at their value propositions, you look at their websites, you look at their competitors. You will know, if you're versed in cryptocurrency, what the competitors are likely to be based on what the cryptocurrency offers. And essentially, you will be able to apply this criteria and find your own long-term cryptocurrencies. But if you want one that exactly meets the criteria that fulfills a long-term potential cryptocurrency, this course is all you need. It's just $10. So anyway, this concludes today's episode of Savage Cat. Where is she? She's gone. But that concludes this episode of Savage Cash, and I will see you in the next one.